Keegan, you've got an incredibly quick car underneath you. I think that Honda maybe borrowed the engine that Fernando Alonso was supposed to get. You got, I think, a best lap time of a 1:11.8 on the weekend. Yeah. Tell us a bit about that car. What's making it so fast?
Well, okay, biggest thing with that car is power. We've got wide tyres on it, but the main thing on the straights, I pull away from the guys because we managed to get some decent, reliable power from the car. Brakes, big brakes. Yeah, that's the basics of the car. Yeah.
Cool. Where did your racing all begin?
I started racing in Trofeo, Alfa Romeo. I have a GTV as well that I race, and I started racing with Trofeo, and then I moved to 111, and then I bought the Honda, and then I raced that in 111 until it got too fast and I got kicked out, and then we brought it to MPC to see how far we can develop the car, basically.
Cool. And how's your season been going?
So far, pretty good. We did a 2-hour endurance at Pekisa, and we had an issue where the turbo started falling apart, basically. And we put it back together, and we've managed to finish a race. Yeah, we've done quite well in the rest of the races as well. We're so far leading Class T overall. So, yeah. Coming up next, highlights from the Yokohama modified production cars.
Action now from the Yokohama MPC's SRAs and Silver Cup combined. Yes, that's the kind of action we like to see at a racetrack. But let's get on to the dirty stuff now, or shall we say, the black stuff, and catch up with Jeff Langeveldt, one of our top contenders in the Honda.
Yes, yeah, so far we've had quite a good season. We had a good specific race at Pekisa, where we ended up taking first overall, and yeah, we had Midvaal today. And a couple of hiccups at Midvaal in terms of the car spluttering, but we'll get it sorted out, and we're starting off well, first in Class A.
And it's going to be a tough battle here. I can tell you, Golf versus Honda is what this has been for the last 3 seasons. There's some very quick little Hondas out there, and some exceptionally quick little Golfs that are all going to be playing at the front end. For Newkirk, will be looking to close down on those Hondas and get through as quickly as possible. But Keegan Pottas looks like he's left the rest of the field at bay, and no one seems to have an answer to his pace as they get down into the very first part of this racing. George Economides trying to run with him, and oh, that's not good. The Tyco car pulling to the sideline. Brendan Hall already out of it. Not the way he wanted to start this day's racing, that is for sure. Paul van Niekerk now comes up alongside. Dirk Lawrence is in trouble. So is Langeveldt as they come up. Yes, Jeff Langeveldt outgunned there by the Turbo Tricks Golf. What a great bit of driving there from Paul van Niekerk, squeezing them both out down into the bottom end of the main straight. Oh, looks a little bit of comeback here from both of those JDM tuning Hondas. And it looks like Lawrence looking for a way through. Yes, well, Langeveldt goes first, but Lawrence can go as well. If van Niekerk opens up the door here into turn 1. Watch for the late braking from the Honda. There it goes. The Ballard just squeezing through, following that CRX and retaking second and third place. At the front end, Economides hanging on for now, but a little bit further back there, nice to see Shane Kroon, also in the EV Dynamics car, having a good run and looking for a top 5 just behind his stablemate there, also in a Golf, Paul van Niekerk. Van Niekerk's lost a little bit of ground here, the two of them, and the two JDM boys going at it, hammer and tongs. No team orders there between the two of them. That's why Lawrence is looking on the inside and gets through on Langeveldt. Dirk Lawrence just squeezing his teammates out and forcing him. Oh, what a move there. Van Niekerk pushing too hard and running wide off the circuit. And in the closing stages, you don't want to be doing that. Paul van Niekerk looks like a little bit of issue here for Giles Darroch. Kroon coming up on the back end of him, and Darroch, yes, not a problem. He's pulling to the sideline. It's slowing up. Not what Giles Darroch wanted, that is for sure. Couple of laps to go now. Keegan Pottas still leads things out, but the battle continues between the two JDM boys. And on the inside, Langeveldt returns the favour on his teammate. Dirk Lawrence going to come back at him into turn 2. Oh, that's great stuff. 1 for 1. You can have turn 1, I'll let you have turn 2. I wonder if Dirk's going to let him have turn 3. No, he's not. Oh, man, just shoves the door and says, no way, you're not coming through here. Shutting the door big time there on his teammate. Lawrence looking for this 3rd place overall. Trying to keep Jeff Langeveldt out. Langeveldt has had a great season so far. So has Lawrence, but the two of them, it's so good to see the two of them fighting so hard. And no team orders in that particular bit. A good run here from, oh, I was going to say from the Honda, but the 120 Polo is completely out of shape there. Brian Peck catches it, gets going again, but caught out by front wheel drive there. Should have maybe gone down 1 gear and buried it and kept it running through that turn. Keegan Pottas, though, is the man to beat. He is 9.5 seconds up the road from anybody else. And even the mighty George Economides hasn't got an answer here today in his Martini Racing Golf 1. He goes through for second. Here's the third place battle, heading to the line. And Dirk Lawrence is going to beat his teammate, Jeff Langeveldt, to the line for 3 and 4. Great running from all of our competitors here in the MPCs. Pottas wins, Economides second and Finicuk in third. Lawrence wins Class A ahead of Langeveldt, B's goes to McKay, and C to Kroon.
It's the first time out with the turbo motor, so we're expecting some issues. We broke a CV joint this morning, or actually a wheel bearing, and on the first lap, on the first bump, the CV joint basically exploded and punctured the oil filter. So I made a huge mess for my teammates behind me, but this is part of the conversion to turbo power, I guess. We'll be there for the next race and hope for the best.
It was awesome. Jeff stuck his nose in everywhere. We went through most of the corners side by side. How we didn't touch each other, I still don't know, but it was awesome. Good team race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next race coming up now, and yeah, we're gonna see how we run. Maybe run a little bit closer next time.
Yeah, but you stop bullying the old people.
Managed to run with the front 2-3 Hondas in the first few laps. Unfortunately, one of the Hondas busted the CV joint into turn 3. A lot of oil and grease on the track, lost a bit of traction. Didn't manage to come back in the race, but overall it was a lovely race. I really enjoyed it. I want to say thanks to EV Dynamics and to my wife and to everybody that allows us to race. It's awesome.
It was a bit hectic in the beginning. We had a bit of an oil spill, slipped and slid everywhere. Managed to get through. My fellow competitor, Giles, teammate, he made it past me. And then he had problems with his car, got past him again, and then took a victory.
Straight into race 2 action now. Is it going to be more of the same? Economides would definitely like to return the favour on the Honda boys, but he's outgunned by Pottas into turn 1, and Keegan Pottas will now look to do exactly what he did in race number 1, get away from the rest of the field, and look at that, he's already pulled 2 or 3 car lengths coming into turn 2. Big triple left-hander, and it's nice to see that big horseshoe-shaped bend, and it's definitely working out for Keegan Pottas' Honda. Have we got a full field back in contention? Yes, we have. I think the only man who didn't quite make it out there was Blicknot Jr. and Ishmael Peck. But there is still some action to be sorted out. And the gear down car there looking to make up ground after that big spin. Brian Peck looking to go up and fight it out with the EV Dynamic Golf. Kroon is the one he's looking for. Daniel Luves as well in there too, as they come flying through into the bottom end of the circuit now. Usually the top end, but running the other way around. It's so nice to see that Midvaal has been given this option to run both ways. Brendan Hall with a much better start this time in the Tyco machine. And it looks like he's looking to stay with Economides. And Economides has not let Pottas get away. Keegan Pottas has got a little bit more of a difficult run here than he had in the first heat. But I think he'll probably get his head down very soon and try and get away as that battle continues between Honda and Golf 1. And it looks like that little CRX is definitely looking for a chance to get through on Economides. Speaking of Golf 1s, nice fight here between Shane Kroon as he closes onto the back end of Don McKay. And just squeezes him out, forcing him onto the inside. Can he keep the line? No, he can't. He has to tuck in behind Kroon. So definitely, probably not any team orders in the EV Dynamics squad either, other than taking each other out. That'll probably be the only one they have to worry about. And Brian Peck now in the polo, starting to close in as the two Golfs fight it out for honours into the top 10. Into turn 2. And definitely a manoeuvre being pulled there by Brian Peck as he closes down on the second of those EV Dynamic Golfs. JDM tuning at it again. Yes, indeed. Lawrence on the inside of Langeveldt. I wonder if they're going to return the favour. Will Dirk Lawrence give Langeveldt an opportunity? Highly unlikely. Keegan Pottas has pulled a small margin, and the only reason he has is because Brendan Hall is hassling the back end of George Economides. Economides, well, he's not an easy man to pass, and Brendan Hall has tried left, right, and centre. He tries down the inside of turn 1, locks up the brakes. He's not close enough. And the Tyco Azonic machine, unfortunately, not able to find a way through there on that Martini Racing and Wealth Avenue Golf. And problem. Oh no, what a pity. Brendan Hall off the track again. That's 2 in a row. That's not going to help his championship out, that is for sure. Giles Darroch, well, he's back on track, but still not firing like he usually does. And that's Pottas going through on him relatively easily and making his way through now on some of the back markers. And I hate to say Giles Darroch as a back marker. That's not normally where we see him fighting hard. Couple of corners to go now for Pottas, and he's got this all in the bag. He's pulled, well, it's only a couple of seconds. It's not quite the same vantage he had over George Economides in race number 1, but he'll take the win nonetheless and beat out Economides to the line ahead of Paul van Niekerk in Class T. Class A, it's Lawrence Langeveldt and Brian Peck, and Class C, Shane Kroon and Giles Darroch.
Yeah, I think it was a good race. Broke the motor on the last lap. It sounds as though it's bearings. Jeff's also got a mechanical problem, but I think it was a good day for the team. Close, decent racing. I think our sponsors got their worth.
It was a good race. I wish it was a little bit closer. Second race as opposed to the first race, which was awesome. But yeah, we'll fix the 2 cars and we'll be back for the next one.